Hello, my friends. I hope you're really, really well. Through these videos, I'm creating something new for you. I'm creating a little roadmap on the journey to overcoming imposter syndrome. So what that means is that I'm creating a playlist of videos that build on one another to provide you with an understanding of how imposter syndrome is created, how it influences our adult lives, and how to begin moving out of it. And this is the fourth video in the roadmap series. If you want to watch the previous videos, you can go to the link in the post, and I will continue building this series over the next few weeks. Today, I am going to, in this fourth video, I'm going to go back to my own story and showing you through my own example how my own struggles with imposter syndrome were created, in case it helps you to relate to whatever you are going through and you can start maybe seeing some patterns. So these moments are going back to our early years, mostly childhood and teenage years. And here are three examples from my own family upbringing that had a massive impact on how I started seeing myself as an adult person leading the teams, as an adult person leading the commercial field of my company, and also adult as a business person that I started running my own business. So growing up, my dad would jokingly call me and my siblings stupid, like constantly. That was a running joke, and he actually still does that. So it might have been a joke, but our subconscious mind takes whatever we say to ourselves and whatever we hear as a direct instruction. And so fast forward to my adult life, I was constantly doubting myself, believing that I was stupid, that I was not as smart as other people. And so sitting in the meetings, running multi-million-dollar corporate businesses, I was not quite sure what I was actually doing there because I didn't believe I was adequate enough and that I was not as intelligent as other people. And so, of course, I would constantly feel this tightness in my body because I believed I was stupid until I started uncovering this belief and started working with this. Another example from my own life, from my own childhood, was the fact that my mom often compared us to other children in our neighborhood and to other children's achievements. And it wasn't meant as criticism, not consciously anyway, but as a child, I started hearing that what she's telling me, that she was telling me that I was not good enough. And so my subconscious mind began creating this belief, right? That this belief that I was not good enough and that I had to start proving myself to her because, of course, I wanted her to love me. And so this really started creating my drive for achievement, my hunger for achievement, because she, or at least how I perceived it, was that she would only value me if I achieved as much as our neighbors' kids. And so this started driving my behavior when it came to achieving. First, it was proving myself to my parents. And then when I started working, it was proving myself to my bosses or to the authorities that I worked with, because I didn't believe I was good enough if I didn't achieve. Hamster wheel, right? So this was the second example from my own life. The most impactful belief that I've uncovered so far for myself was that as a child, I started believing that I didn't deserve attention. Of course, again, unconsciously, I did not realize this until much later when I started doing my inner work. I was the youngest of three, and my brother and my sister were very much older than I was. And so nobody really had time for me. My parents were busy, my siblings were busy with their own stuff. And that it didn't mean that they didn't love me, but what my mind made the absence of their presence mean was that I did not matter and nobody was interested in me. And again, moving fast forward to my adult life, that subconscious belief that I did not matter and I did not deserve attention has been showing up in every area of my life, not only at work, but I subconsciously believed that nobody at work was interested in anything that I had to say. So again, every meeting was a battle because internally I didn't believe that anybody that is actually sitting in the meeting room is interested in whatever it is that I'm saying or presenting. But this also showed up in my private relationships, in friendships, and definitely also in my marriage, where I didn't really believe that I mattered. So what a beautiful mix of these three contradicting beliefs. And of course, there are more, but just for the sake of this video, I'm sharing with you these three. So I believed I was stupid. I believed I had to achieve more to prove myself that I deserved love and I deserved to be visible. And I believed that I did not matter. So all of this done unconsciously, once again, until at some point, this whole internal fight was really unsustainable for me to live my life like that, because there was so much internal fight going on. And this is when I started being really curious about what is happening in my psyche, what is going on, why am I feeling so bad about myself, despite the fact that I was achieving a lot of stuff, but it never felt like that was enough. And so I also wanted to know, why does everything at work feels so hard? Why is everything such an uphill battle? So that was the moment, that was the beginning of my own journey of overcoming imposter syndrome. And I started being really curious about who I really am below all these layers of behaviors I have subconsciously created to protect myself from feeling like I was a burden, like I was stupid, like I was unlovable, and I did not matter. And it's most certainly not about blaming my parents, as they have done the best they knew how within their level of self-awareness and their level of consciousness. So it's not about blaming our families. A big part of my work with my clients is uncovering these underlying beliefs that drive our lives very, very gently, without labeling them as bad or wrong, but bringing them to the surface so that we can start creating a different way we see ourselves and a different way we behave. This time, we create these beliefs consciously, making our own choices for ourselves. So, what are possibly the beliefs about yourself that run your life, and where do they come from? Do you know? Please do let me know in the comments if this resonates, or if you have got any questions, or let me know in a DM. And next time, in the next video, we will continue our roadmap journey by looking at how these subconsciously created beliefs connect with our nervous system when experiencing imposter syndrome. You know, you can book your free session with me. I will leave the link to my booking system in the first comment in the post. Book, particularly if you are a leader that leads the team, or if you're a business owner that is running already successful business and it all looks like you have got everything sorted and you're super successful, but internally you're still experiencing the feelings of doubt. I am the coach that would love to support you, because I know your journey. I've been there, and I know how you can feel if you start addressing these internal feelings of self-doubt. So I will either see you on your one-on-one, or I will see you in the next video. And with that, my beautiful friends, as always, I'm sending you loads of love. Bye.